Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode here on the John Deere Farm here on Backroads County. We are heading up to take care of the soybean field. If you were here last episode, you saw we finished this big corn harvest. Now we're going to head up and get these soybeans in the barn. We've got some rain coming, so I'm hoping we can get this field in before that shows up. Of course, in Farm Sim, rain doesn't ruin your grain in your storage, but as you might know, moisture matters, and in real life, you would never want to put your beans up in the rain, but we may have to here. We'll see. Actually, I don't know if the game will let us, but we hope we can avoid that by just getting it done. If you're wondering, if any of you just clicked on this video, you haven't been watching, and you're like, what is up with this bean field? It's like a portion of the field. Yes, that's correct. The main reason for that is because we spent the entire planting season planting that huge field with corn. And now, it got to the end of the season, and I was like, crap, I wanted to put some soybeans in so that we have beans on hand to feed our pigs that we're going to be getting probably in the next episode. So I figured some beans are better than none, right? They're a protein that's good for the pigs. So rather than buy pig food, although financially we're going to be doing well here very soon, again, if you're new and you don't know the save that well, we have money that comes in every month because we lease that warehouse over there that's on our land, and we lease that and get a decent chunk of change every month. It's about I forget how much it was last month, but it's a nice little bit of money that allows us to go out and do the things that we need to do. It's not game-breakingly bad, it's not millions of dollars or anything, but it's enough that makes sense that a property like that, warehouse would give us that, and it helps us with our own margins here on the farm. So we've been able to buy and lease the equipment that we need. We're keeping this vintage theme going, as you can tell. Even though, it might make financial sense to buy more modern vehicles or something, we're gonna run with this. I like it. I like this type of equipment. I think it's fun. And as some of you know, in real life, people choose to run vintage because they can repair it themselves. Some of these older vehicles are simpler machines, and therefore, if something breaks, even if they can't directly get the part, a lot of things they can get fabricated and use that way. So I'm not saying I'm playing Farm Sim to simulate that necessarily, but I'm just saying it's really not as crazy as you might think for somebody in 2023 to be using equipment that was made in the late 80s or early 90s. It's really not that wild. I haven't gotten a whole lot of feedback from folks about how you feel with this save overall in terms of how long we should go with it. I've had a few people say, you like it, you want me to keep playing, keep going, which I appreciate that. So I do plan to, at very least, get some pigs in this winter and do one more planting season. I am going to probably leave the big field in the middle fallow, and we will plant this big field back here. And I'm thinking about putting potatoes in the field that we had wheat in last. I don't know how many of you guys have done potatoes on this game, but they are almost unbearable if you're trying to do anything vintage. Modern, you just get a big modern machine and it still takes forever and a day, but I don't know. I go back and forth because planting them isn't too bad. So, you know, maybe we think about planting like half of the field, you know, plant like a partial field. I really wish that there was a good vintage potato digger, but I haven't been able to locate one. There's like a Soviet era Belarusian or something like that in the mod hub, the potato digger. So there's a part of me that's like, well, you know, maybe we get that and just kind of either try to reskin it or just leave it and say this is something we bought at auction and we're going to use it because we can. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do that, but there's a very good possibility we'll do some root crop next year and then get through another couple regular crops. We'll definitely do more hay. I don't know if we're going to need more silage, but hay, straw, typical dairy farm products. And I don't think we've made any cheese yet because we haven't simulated from any time from last episode. This is all the same thing, all the same day. We're really trying to get this bean harvest in before the rain, so that's why we're not worried about the simulating to get to cheese. But I am curious what kind of money we're going to get from that. Like how it's not really called yield when you're talking about products, but how the amount of milk we put in turns into a certain amount of cheese, which turns into money. It's like adding another step. We typically are putting grass in and getting milk out and selling the milk. So it's grass in the form of hay, grass in the form of silage. And now we're going to be putting in milk to get out cheese, which we will sell directly to market. So we'll see how it goes. I think it should be good. I also think we're going to be very close to getting all of this field in one load. Love this good old classic combine. If you haven't been watching this series, it's a John Deere 7700. This is the one that we've been running, and then we leased another one for the corn harvest, and I'll be returning that here shortly. But I thought I would use the old original on this little job because it's nice. I love that turning radius. I love how smooth it is. It's one of the best operating combines I've used in this game, and it's a mod. I believe this one's by Tired Iron Modding. So if you guys are into these kinds of playthroughs, you probably already know that name. You probably already follow the channel. Or I guess he doesn't really have a channel so much as like a Facebook group. But go check it out if you are a fan of vintage equipment. Tired Iron is one of the best, for sure. There's a handful of modders out there that really keep things going for the vintage crowd. In the past, we haven't really had the opportunity to use some of this kind of stuff. So I, for one, am extremely grateful to those guys. When I know who the modder is, I try to shout them out. To me, this is this is what brings the game to life. I could use, you know, a brand new $750,000, you know, big time, huge equipment and do fields that take 3 hours, but that's just not my style. This field is like a smallish size, but it feels realistic to me, and we're coming up on 10 minutes. So we'll be done and out of the field by 12 minutes. And that's the size of a job that I personally enjoy doing. Nice and relaxing. Enjoy the view and the atmosphere. Enjoy not being here. Not having to be there in reality. Just all the fun of and satisfaction of growing a crop without any of the actual work to grow a crop. Look at this, we're coming up on 88%. I think we're gonna fit it, guys. I think we're gonna get it done. Now, I think I'm actually gonna keep all of these soybeans for this harvest. But if we do another one and we do a bigger field, I may put beans in the oat field over there. What used to be a sorghum field. Maybe we'll do sorghum in this field. Well, that'd be a lot of sorghum. But I haven't really done sorghum much, and it's a new crop for this game. We're coming up on, what, a year and a half of this game being out, and I haven't really done it, so that's a good idea. If I remember, you guys are going to laugh at me because by the next time I record, I'll probably forget, and I'll be like, guys, we're putting corn in here. Probably not corn, but you know what I mean. I'm going to forget, but if we do sorghum here, beans over there, leave the middle one fallow, and potatoes back there, that'll be a nice variety, a little bit different than what we've been doing. We can keep this field directly down here in grass in case we need more silage and or hay, so should be good for next year. Be nice little development. Oh, missed just the littlest bit. 93%. Will this bump it to 94? No. Alright. Now normally I would just dump this straight in the grate down at the silo, but I went to the trouble of bringing this Kilbro's wagon up here, so let's go ahead and use it. I like these nice small self-contained jobs so much. That big corn harvest, it took me 3 episodes that I recorded and a lot of time off recording. I don't enjoy that very much for whatever reason. I think I might take this over and park it beside the other combine for now. Then we'll tab over to this tractor. I think this is 4755, right? Yeah, 4755. We're gonna take it and put it up in the silo. We'll have it on hand for the old piggeroonies. I'm looking forward to that, actually. I know when I started this, I was gung-ho about it being a cattle farm, but I do think getting some pigs will be a lot of fun. And I want to keep them for a while. I don't want to just do it as the end of the series. You know, I want to put them in now so that we can keep them for however long we decide to keep the series going. I would love to know, for those of you guys that play this game, I would love to know how long you tend to play a series or a farm, a save. Like, I know there are people out there who have hundreds or even thousands of hours with one save, and I know other people that really enjoy building farms so they will just rebuild their farm. Start a new one, start a new map with new equipment, and start all over. Look at that. Oops, sorry. I was trying to scroll to change our view here. I think I'm just gonna do one of those for posterity's sake. That won't even be a thumbnail. It's just so that I can remember fond memories. Also, do you guys do that? Do you take screenshots so you can go back days, months, years later and look at things that you did in games? So I really enjoy doing that. Reminiscing about farms, and like I used to play Forza Motorsport, the racing game. I played a lot of Forza Motorsport 4, and I used to do paint jobs on, like racing paint jobs on some of the cars. And now I look back and I think those were awful, but at the time I thought they were really good, and I really enjoyed the process. So I have a bunch of screenshots, and sometimes I wouldn't say I always dislike them, but sometimes I think I can't believe I spent X number of hours working on that paint. But it's relaxing, it's fun, and I like going through the screenshots to review the fun. So we got 8,500 liters of soybeans to put in. Should be good to go. I think this little Kilbros wagon might be getting the most use of any piece of equipment on this entire farm. Definitely has earned its keep around here. Need to unload that hay and simulate into the next month here in a little bit. Say, I was also thinking, I don't know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you have a strong opinion one way or the other. I was thinking about getting a little John Deere skid steer to use around the barnyard. And my original idea was, I'll use it for making our TMR. We can have it back here to load the bales in for TMR. And then I realized, why is that running? I don't actually think that a skid steer would reach. I don't think it would be tall enough to put a bale into that TMR mixer. So I don't really want to invest the money if it's not going to work. So let me know what you guys think. I feel like we should be able to do something artsy with this. And fade to black. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.